Hollywood has always pushed boundaries, but some actresses crossed lines that sparked outrage, bans, and global headlines. Today, we're counting down 16 Hollywood actresses who went fully in 4K on screen and paid the price with scandals, lawsuits, and career-changing controversy. From iconic Oscar winners to rising stars who shocked the world with bold scenes, these moments weren't just movie choices. They became cultural earthquakes. Some actresses said it was art. Others regretted it for life, and a few were forced into scenes they never agreed to, leading to massive industry reforms. So sit tight because the stories behind these scenes are way more explosive than what appeared on screen. Let's begin. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe shocked Hollywood when she filmed a nude swimming scene for the unfinished 1962 movie Something's Got to Give. At the time, no A-list actress had ever agreed to appear completely nude on camera, and Monroe's decision sent the studio bosses into panic mode. Reporters got wind of the scene, photographers tried sneaking onto the set, and magazines began offering huge money for even a single frame. Monroe, however, refused to apologize. She said she was tired of being treated like a manufactured product and wanted control over her own image. This bold move challenged the conservative norms of early 60s Hollywood and directly contributed to shifting attitudes toward on-screen nudity. Sadly, she passed away before the film could be completed. But the footage resurfaced decades later, proving Monroe wasn't just a beauty icon, but a trailblazer who changed movie history with one daring decision. Sharon Stone's most infamous moment came in the 1992 thriller Basic Instinct. The interrogation scene, where she uncrosses her legs, became one of the most paused and debated shots in movie history. Stone later revealed in interviews that she was told the scene would be filmed in a way that wouldn't reveal anything explicit, and that she only realized the truth when she watched the film in a screening with other people. She claimed she felt betrayed and humiliated and even walked out of the theater in shock. However, that same scene turned her into an overnight global star and solidified her image as a dangerous, provocative screen icon. Critics argued whether it was empowerment or exploitation, but there's no doubt it sparked massive controversy about consent, manipulation, and how far directors will go to get a shocking moment on screen. Halle Berry. Halle Berry made headlines worldwide for her bold performance in the 2001 film Monsters Ball. The movie contained one of the most graphic and emotionally raw intimate scenes ever performed by a major Hollywood actress. While the scene helped her win the Academy Award for Best Actress, it also sparked intense debate. Many viewers and critics argued that the nudity was excessive and exploitative, while others praised Berry for committing fully to a difficult, vulnerable role. Halle defended her decision, saying the scene wasn't about being sexy. It was about portraying a broken woman in deep emotional pain. Despite her explanation, the controversy refused to die. Some claimed Hollywood rewarded her only because of the scene, while others insisted her performance was one of the bravest in modern cinema. Even today, Monsters Ball remains a heated topic, and Berry's choice is often discussed as a turning point for on-screen nudity in mainstream films. Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie's breakout performance in the 1998 HBO film Gia pushed boundaries in a way few young actresses dared at the time. Playing the real-life supermodel Gia Kurungi, Jolie appeared fully nude in several scenes that portrayed the character's troubled, chaotic life. These moments were raw, emotional, and far from glamorous, which is exactly why they stirred so much controversy. Critics praised Jolie's fearless commitment, calling it one of the most powerful performances of her early career. But conservative groups attacked the film for being too explicit, and some studios even tried to distance themselves from the bold portrayal. Jolie later said she took the role to show the pain, addiction, and vulnerability behind Gia's public image, not to create shock value. Despite the backlash, Gia cemented Angelina as a daring actress unafraid of intense storytelling and set the stage for her rise as one of Hollywood's most fearless stars. Kate Winslet. Kate Winslet sparked massive controversy with her nude scenes in Titanic 1997, especially the iconic moment where she poses for Jack's sketch. At the time, Winslet was still early in her career, and many critics questioned whether such a bold scene was appropriate for a young actress starring in a mainstream blockbuster. While the film's romantic tone made the nudity seem artistic, some audiences and media outlets accused the movie of pushing boundaries too far for its PG-13 rating. Winslet later admitted she felt extremely nervous about the scene and struggled with the sudden global attention it brought her. However, she also defended it, saying it was essential to the emotional connection between Jack and Rose. The controversy didn't slow her down. Instead, it helped establish Winslet as an actress willing to take risks for meaningful storytelling. Today, the sketch scene remains one of the most iconic and replayed moments in film history. Charlize Theron shocked audiences with her unfiltered and daring nudity in the 2003 film Monster. Playing serial killer Aileen Wuornos, Theron completely transformed her appearance, gaining weight, shaving her eyebrows, and performing scenes that were raw, uncomfortable, and brutally realistic. While the nudity in the film wasn't glamorous, it sparked heavy controversy because it showed a side of Hollywood rarely seen in an A-list actress choosing vulnerability over beauty. Some critics argued the scenes were too graphic and unnecessary, but others praised her for committing fully to a dark and emotionally demanding role. Her performance earned her an Academy Award for Best Actress, but the road wasn't easy. Charlize later said she wanted audiences to feel the character's pain, not just watch a stylized Hollywood version of her. The film's bold realism, especially the nude moments, pushed boundaries and proved Theron was one of the most fearless actresses of her generation. Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson pushed boundaries in the 2013 sci-fi thriller Under the Skin. The film featured multiple fully nude scenes, but unlike traditional Hollywood nudity, these moments were filmed in cold, clinical, almost alien-like settings. Scarlett's decision shocked fans because she had previously avoided such roles, and her sudden shift into explicit artist cinema created huge media buzz. Some critics praised her for stepping outside her comfort zone, calling the performance one of the most haunting of her career. Others slammed the film for being too strange, too revealing, or simply using nudity to attract attention. Scarlett later explained that the scenes were not meant to be sexual at all. They were designed to strip away human identity and show her character as a predator observing humanity. Despite the controversy, Under the Skin became a cult classic, and Johansson's daring move proved she wasn't afraid to challenge Hollywood stereotypes or audience expectations. Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman stunned audiences with her dark, haunting performance in Black Swan 2010, a film that pushed her far outside the innocent girl image she carried from her earlier roles. The movie featured intense and emotionally charged nude scenes that became a lightning rod for controversy. Many critics argued the scenes were too explicit for a psychological thriller, while others insisted they were essential to portraying her character's descent into obsession and madness. The media frenzy grew even larger because Portman had been known for avoiding such roles for most of her career. Natalie later shared that filming those moments was extremely challenging but necessary to show the pressure, vulnerability, and inner collapse of a ballerina striving for perfection. Despite the scandal, the role earned her an Academy Award for Best Actress and cemented Black Swan as one of the boldest artistic films of its decade. The controversy only made her performance even more legendary. Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lawrence faced one of the biggest controversies of her career with the 2018 film Red Sparrow. Known for her family-friendly Hunger Games image, fans were shocked when she appeared fully nude in several intense scenes. The movie centered on Russian spies trained to use seduction as a weapon, and Jennifer's character undergoes brutal psychological and physical training, including moments that required extreme vulnerability on screen. Critics immediately debated whether the nudity was empowering or exploitative. Adding to the controversy, Jennifer had previously been a victim of a massive private photo leak, making her decision even more scrutinized. She later explained that doing the scenes was her way of reclaiming control over her own body after the invasion of her privacy. Still, the film stirred huge debate, with some praising her courage and others calling the scenes unnecessary. Regardless, Red Sparrow showed a far darker, bolder side of Jennifer Lawrence than audiences had ever seen. Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman has never shied away from bold roles, but her performance in Eyes Wide Shut 1999 created one of the biggest controversies of her career. Directed by Stanley Kubrick, the film explored secret societies, infidelity, and highly explicit themes. Kidman appeared nude in several scenes that shocked audiences, especially because she was married to co-star Tom Cruise at the time. The media obsessed over their on-screen intimacy, claiming it blurred the lines between acting and reality. Religious groups and conservative critics slammed the film for glamorizing immorality, while cinephiles praised Kidman for her fearless commitment to psychological storytelling. Nicole later revealed that the role demanded intense emotional vulnerability and that Kubrick pushed her to explore sides of herself she never had before. Despite the backlash, Eyes Wide Shut is now considered a cult classic. And Kidman's controversial nudity is remembered as a daring moment that redefined her career and public image. Hollywood has always pushed boundaries, but some actresses crossed lines that sparked outrage, bans, and global headlines. Today, we're counting down 16 Hollywood actresses who went fully in 4K on screen and paid the price with scandals, lawsuits, and career-changing controversy. From iconic Oscar winners to rising stars who shocked the world with bold scenes, these moments weren't just movie choices. They became cultural earthquakes. Some actresses said it was art. Others regretted it for life, and a few were forced into scenes they never agreed to, leading to massive industry reforms. So sit tight because the stories behind these scenes are way more explosive than what appeared on screen. Let's begin. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe shocked Hollywood when she filmed a nude swimming scene for the unfinished 1962 movie Something's Got to Give. At the time, no A-list actress